Good morning, Shannon. My name is Christine. Welcome.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you could tell me what brings you here today.
Well, lately I've been having a lot of anxiety and stress. I work as a cashier and I'm trying to transition into becoming a real estate agent. But when I go to study for the tests, my mind just goes completely blank and I can't focus or concentrate. So I'm hoping you can help me.
Okay. So thank you for sharing with me the reasons for coming. Before we get started, would you mind if we took a few minutes to go over the drug screener that you filled out when you first arrived?
Okay.
I understand that talking about substance use can be uncomfortable for people, but I just want to assure you that this is very much a normal process of what we do when people come for their first time appointments. I also would like to take this opportunity to remind you about the limits of confidentiality. Everything that you say here stays in here unless you pose a threat to yourself or others. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. The results of the screener that we have here show some use of marijuana. Would you mind telling me a little bit about your use?
Well, I was in a car accident about 13 years ago, and I've suffered from hip pain ever since. And in my job, I'm standing on my feet all day, so I'm in great pain when I get home. So using it helps take away some of the pain. Plus, there's a lot going on in my home life, and it just kind of puts me in a place where I can deal with it better.
Okay, thank you. So I'm hearing that the marijuana use plays a significant role in your life to help you get through the day-to-day tasks.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, I do want to let you know, though, that substance use is considered a health risk. It's a lot like diabetes or hypertension. And the screening that we use is a lot like monitoring salt or sugar intake for these two health problems. And so what we do is we look at health risks related to patterns of substance use. And so the screening that you have here, you scored a 23. And according to the National Risk Guidelines, this score does put you at a moderate health risk. And what this means is that your pattern is considered unhealthy. And if you continue the use the way you are, then it can become an overall health risk later. So as you can see from this card, we have a range. And the range starts from low to high. This range right here, you fall right in the middle as moderate health risk. Given this new information that I'm sharing with you, what do you think?
Frankly, I'm surprised. I mean, I thought I was, if anything, low. You know, I don't consider myself moderate or high when I use it.
Okay, so I'm hearing that you really don't know what to think, that this is new information for you. If it's okay, let's talk through this. Tell me, what are some of the benefits that you get out of marijuana use?
Well, it definitely helps with the pain, puts me in a better mood. My son recently moved out of the house and went to college, and I miss him terribly, so that it just alleviates some of that the pain that I'm feeling. My husband is disinterested. He just sits in front of the TV and watches news and it's just stupid programs. So, you know, it just helps me cope with my life.
So these are some of the benefits. Are there not so good things that come out of this? Maybe some cons out of marijuana use?
Well, I'm very active in my church, and I'm a children's choir leader, and that brings me great joy. And the fear is if they find out that I might not be able to do it anymore, I would be so ashamed and embarrassed, and it doesn't quite go with what I believe in my faith. So that's definitely a con.
Okay.
And yeah, I am concerned about my health.
Okay. So it sounds like that there's some benefits, and it does help you get through day-to-day life, and you have some physical pain that you're dealing with, as well as life changes, some transitions, and some things happening in your relationship. On the other hand, there are some downsides where you are, first of all, you are concerned about your health overall, and it sounds like your church and your faith community is a very important part of your life, and this marijuana use is creating distance and some shame and isolation. So I could see how that could definitely be a downside. My question for you is, how do you locate your marijuana? Are you under the care of a doctor?
No, that's another thing. Where I have to go to buy it is, it's not the best. It's not by far the best place to go, and I am very afraid that I might be arrested and or caught with it when I'm driving home. So that's a concern as well.
Okay. Would you be willing to, would there be some important reasons for you to reduce your intake?
Yes.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, if I were to show you this ruler, with 10 being you're absolutely ready to change and 1 that you're not ready, where would you rate yourself?
Honestly, right now I think I would be a 4.
A 4. Why not a 1 or a 2?
I do realize that, you know, this might be harming my health, and I do have some guilt about doing it, especially in regards to my church. So.
Okay. So to summarize, it sounds like you are ready to make some changes, that your health is enough of a concern for you, and perhaps you would be ready to start making some to reduce your use. Would you be open to seeing a physician that perhaps could help you deal with the health issues that you have with your hip pain and your anxiety?
Yeah.
Okay, because there could possibly be new methods of treatment that we don't know of. How about your faith and your faith community? How do you see that fitting into your solution?
Well, I know we do have some resources through my church, but I'm just not ready to put myself out there and go to any of them yet.
Okay, I understand. There are some resources actually in the larger community. Would you be open to perhaps being referred to other resources if you could be anonymous?
If I could remain anonymous, yeah, sure, that would be something I would definitely consider.
Great, great. So what we can do then is I can provide you some information to help give you some options with how to deal with your pain. We will definitely work on your anxiety and help you reach your goal, which is to become a real estate agent. And if it's okay with you, we can make another appointment and we can continue this discussion and pick up where we left off.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.